Chronic fatigue, by definition, is a fatigue that is not going away. It's day in and day out. You get up and you still feel that you don't have the same kind of energy level that you once used to have. And you go to your doctor, and he can't find anything wrong with you. Probably he will do a number of tests and still say it's all in your mind. But you know you don't have the same kind of energy level that you used to have, and you're just confused. What's going on with your body? It's why are you so exhausted day in and day out, and not able to recover? Some people can't even go to work. Some they can't do the daily routines without putting a lot of effort. So what are the main reasons why people get chronically fatigued? There could be many reasons, but I would say there are two components to this. One is physical, one, and the other is emotional. But other than that, the bodily components are the adrenal glands and the thyroid glands. They are the two main glands involved in. One is like adrenal gland is for controlling the stress or managing this, dealing with the stress. What it could be any kind of stress. It can be the stress at your workplace, or it could be any type of stress, whether it is biological, physical, emotional, whatever. And the thyroid controls the metabolism. It controls your metabolic rate, and even controls your heart rate. These the adrenal glands and thyroid glands, they're connected through a loop with a pituitary gland, and so people who have some thyroid issues could be having energy issues, lethargy, and but even if you have the thyroid problems, the adrenal gland definitely comes into picture, because it tries to compensate for the lack of thyroid functioning, and that's how the adrenal gland can be exhausted because of many reasons. It could be an illness that has been going on for several months, or it could be some unrelenting stressful situation that's not going away, and you haven't developed stress management techniques to deal with. So the adrenal glands, they are the fight or flight, the stress response glands of the body. So without them, you can deal with any situation, even a minutely stressful situation. For example, reacting to the changes in the temperatures in the environment. So I would say, like, thyroid is most likely to be detected if you go to a doctor. He would say if it is under functioning or hyperthyroid or hypothyroid. But the adrenal gland dysfunction or the adrenal exhaustion is not going to be likely recognized, because the medical community, the conventional medical science, recognizes only the complete or near complete failure of the adrenal glands, which is termed as Addison's disease. And the most famous personality in history was John F. Kennedy, who was having this condition, and he used to take cortisone treatments for his lack of adrenal functioning. But most of the chronic fatigue sufferers, they are not completely in that situation where you don't need complete. You're not in a situation where the tests that are done by the doctors, they are not going to recognize this, because their parameters are set so low. But you are not there. You are in some kind of a gray area. But it's definitely a debilitating condition. So you need to support your adrenal glands yourself. It could be a lifestyle change, but I'm going to explain in the subsequent videos how are we going to address this situation, how are we going to address the whole of chronic fatigue situation through the emotional component and the biological component. But I would say there are several nutritional interventions that can be undertaken, like the vitamins and minerals, some energy supplements, and some enzymes and probiotics get you there to kind of a normal, get back to your normal functioning stage, where you can go back and do whatever you want to do. And so, which is adrenal fatigue, the whole of chronic fatigue situation is very complex to understand, and it requires a lot of effort. And unfortunately, the people who are chronically fatigued are the last ones to have energy to do their own research or try to figure out what's going on. But it's a journey. But once you recognize all the issues involved, you may end up being healthier than most of the other people, and it may be the most fortunate thing that might have happened if you look back. Once you recover, your lifestyle and your attitude to health is going to be radically new ways of approaching improving health. So it's going to set you on a path of lifelong journey of building a better health, which is going to benefit you in the long run. So instead of looking at it in a negative way, try to look at it in a positive way, and understand the issue, understand all the health components involved, health issues involved, and try to rectify them and become a better person. This is your wake-up call. This is your opportunity to learn and become a better person, build a better health, emotionally, physically, the biological, body, mind, and spirit. It's the whole. You can build a better whole of you if you approach this properly. So I'm going to talk more in several of videos in the subsequent posts. You're going to find a lot of information about this. All the research I might have done for almost more than 10 to 15 years of my interest in the health and medical sciences, the nutritional science. So I'm going to put it in a simple way so that everyone can understand and try to embark on their own research and work with their doctor, whoever. Some of the doctors are not going to cooperate, but you will always find a doctor who is going to cooperate and work with you, understand you better. So it's always better that you find a better doctor who is going to work with you and keep him in the loop and try to overcome this